So watching CNN and these other outlets fall apart is good because they're narrative machines. But one of the most important things that's often overlooked by the right, conservatives, libertarians, or whatever, is creating culture that inspires young people. So right now with you here, we have a lot of people chatting how they're huge fans of the Misfits, but you're also here challenging the establishment. I'm curious your thoughts on how do we create an anti-establishment cultural apparatus? And more importantly, how is it that so many anti-establishment musicians just flipped and went full pro-war, pro-lockdown? That blew my mind. How did that happen?
Yeah. Well, I think that, and it's not just because I'm here, I think that you and your team, and everybody here, is the perfect example of what needs to be built for this parallel economy, or these parallel structures that will push, that will build what needs to be built. Not only do you do this sort of thing and have conversations about all of this, but you're creating shows and music and entertainment, all these different things. And intention has a lot to do with that. Your energy and where your perspectives and your friends and your colleagues, where they're coming from. They're coming from a good place, and so that resonates. So I think that's a good thing when we see these CNN or MSNBC, when we see the viewership going down and these companies starting to shrink in size. That's a good thing, because we can fill that vacuum, or we need to fill that vacuum with these things that we're building.
Well, so one of the reasons we here at timcast.com, become a member, are focusing on cultural investments, like Pop Culture Crisis is a show very similar to this format, hosted by Brett Dasovic and Mary Morgan, but it's pop culture, because we were like, not everybody likes politics. We want to create a show where we can build influence in other areas. Tales from the Inverted World is Hunter S. Thompson meets the X-Files. And of course, we're doing music. We've got some skateboarding and rollerblading and scooting plans. We're doing this, though, mostly because I'm looking at, like some of the bands that I grew up listening to that were basically saying F the machine are now saying, yay the machine.
Yes.
Like, right. How did that happen?
Well, I think a lot of that comes with ignorance. I think a lot of that also comes with people like us, and I hate saying that, but people that it takes a certain person to say, maybe I'm wrong. Like, I'm going to take this position about whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me go see if I'm wrong, and then spend time finding out if you're wrong and recalibrating your position if it needs to be. Because doing that, you gain knowledge. You're able to articulate your position. You know what you know and why you know it, and not just, because Gender Queer Book told me that, and so therefore that's the way that I feel. But in order to do that, I think that there's certain morals and integrity that needs to be built into someone, and that goes into a whole conversation about parenting and everything. But with the musicians in the entertainment industry, a lot of it certainly is ignorance. But also, I think that there's some people that perhaps they might. Well, I know that there's some people out there that know what the truth is and know what is kind of going on. But there's fear and there's selfishness involved in it, because they don't want to lose anything. They don't want to lose their contract. They don't want people saying bad things about them on their Facebook. Oh, God forbid they lose their Facebook. What would they do? Oh, my God.